What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. And today we are going to be talking about Blueface and Nevaeh, y'all. And we know that Nevaeh had her baby, y'all. So congratulations to Nevaeh. I'm glad she finally had her baby. But let's really get into it, though. So I came across a clip of Carissa. And I guess they had asked Carissa, how does she feel about the baby? Is the baby Jonathan's baby? Is the baby Blueface's baby? Okay? Carissa proceeds to go on, but then again, she's beating around a bush. And I guess she is saying from the pictures that she's seen, because I don't even think that Carissa even seen the baby's full face, okay? You could tell that Nevaeh and Blueface, they trying to keep that baby away from Carissa. I don't know what's going on, of why Carissa has not seen the baby, but who knows? All I know is she's saying from the little piece of clip that she's seen, or from the picture that she's seen, she did not get the spark. And she claims that a lot of her grandkids have been born and her kids have been born, and she gets this spark, or she gets this energy that feels like it's her grandbaby. And she says she did not get this energy at this time. A lot of people was going around and doing little AI picture of the baby and Blueface when he was a kid, and Nevaeh then came out, which I don't know why the fuck she came out. I'd have just shut the fuck up, because people were actually on her side. But her dumb ass came out and said, no, that's not the baby, that's AI, look at the nails, da da da. And people were actually talking in her favor, saying, oh, look at the baby looks like Blueface. So I don't know who made the AI picture of the baby face, but I guess somebody made an AI picture of this baby's side peripheral and was saying that the baby looks exactly like Blueface when he was a baby, okay? But Carissa goes on to say that that baby really don't even look like her son, and the only reason why her son thinks that that is his baby is because of his genitals. And Carissa was saying that that is freaking ridiculous, because anybody can have big genitals. That doesn't mean that that's your kid because this baby has big genitals, or big genitals run in the family. You can have a kid that comes out with small genitals. You know what I'm saying? It's not up to you. It's up to God. So to be honest, I honestly do not agree with that form. Just like Carissa said, who tells a baby? Who could tell a baby that? Like, who can tell if a baby is yours by their genitals? It's just fucking ridiculous. I've never heard of that shit in my life. I don't know what these people got going on, but it just ain't making no goddamn sense. And Carissa is making sense. Like, Carissa is making sense. Like, how are you going to sit up there and tell by the genitals if this baby is a part of the family? But Whack 100 came out and was saying that Nevaeh didn't sign off on every DNA test you can think of. So, you know, Whack 100 feels like shit. If Nevaeh is signing off on all of these DNA tests, then the baby gotta be his. Because why would she go to this extent to sit up here and say that this baby is his if the baby is not his? So supposedly Nevaeh didn't sign off on all of these DNA tests because she's trying to prove a point that that is his baby. My thing is, if you're going to that extent, I feel like the baby gotta be his, because you're not gonna go through all of these procedures and these DNA tests and all of these things like this if you're not sure if the baby is his or not. So there, right there, that goes to show that the baby possibly could be Blueface's baby. And the mom, Carissa, she's a little bit jealous, I could say, because Blueface was holding up that baby. Blueface was looking at that baby. Blueface was into that baby. Carissa says different. She claiming that Blueface is looking around to see how the baby is, and he don't even know if that's the baby himself. I don't think so. From what I've seen, I think that Blueface is holding up that baby. He's into that baby. He's into that baby, and you could tell that he's into Nevaeh for the moment, okay? Because she gave birth to the baby. And he feels that if so, that is his baby. Okay? So, I'm not sure. Carissa was saying a lot of things, and a lot of people were saying that Carissa is just jealous as hell because she wants to be Blueface's girlfriend, and she's jealous as hell because she did not get invited to that baby shower. I did not know that she didn't get invited to the baby shower. But then again, it's like, it's clear as day that you didn't get invited to the baby shower. Look at how you act with Nevaeh. Look how you treat Nevaeh. And look how Nevaeh treats you. That duo right there is just not, I don't know. But now that Nevaeh has his baby, I feel like Nevaeh should be very, very, very worried, because one of the Malone sisters came out and said that they're willing to throw them hands with Nevaeh if Chrisean can't catch the bitch. That's what these fans, this is what the fans is telling me, that one of the Malone sisters came out. And if y'all don't know who the Malone sisters is, that is Chrisean's sisters. One of the Malone sisters said that Nevaeh gotta get it. Nevaeh gotta catch it. And I agree. You feel me? I think that Nevaeh took it a little bit too far. You could say what you want to say about Chrisean, but once you start bringing up Junior and all of that extra shit, I think you went a little bit too far. Calling that baby disabler and all of this extra shit. You know for that Blueface didn't even like that himself that you said that. So off rip, I wouldn't even be trusting Blueface. Just know that when you go back to his house, Chrisean might show back up at that house. And what are you going to do about it? Because you had to come to the door with a knife. That's how I know that Nevaeh is scared of Chrisean. And the thing about it is, what gets me is, Blueface been messing around with a lot of women, and Nevaeh doesn't care. But as soon as it comes on to Chrisean, it's like Chrisean gets under her skin. It's like Chrisean digs deep and gets under her skin. And I feel like it's because she knows, I feel like it's because she knows that Blueface and Chrisean have strong chemistry. She knows this already. She knows that Chrisean can get her man back any day, so she's pissed off about that shit. And Carissa said that Nevaeh was in the club the last night. She was in the club because she was scared that Blueface was going to run off the sunset with Chrisean in the club. And Carissa's saying that, you know, that's kind of trashy on Nevaeh's part, because why are you in a club if you're pregnant, if you're due next week? It's just not making any sense. I honestly feel like Nevaeh probably then took some castor oil. She done did something to go into labor, because right there, that sent that girl far deep into labor. To be honest, I thought a couple of other things was going to send that girl into labor, but this right here tops the goddamn cake. And she in labor, and she called up Blueface, talk about how she's so sad and depressed because she's by herself. He ended up making his way there. But come on now, we all know that Blueface really doesn't like Nevaeh like that. He doesn't. Chrisean even knows that Blueface doesn't even like Nevaeh like that, because she even said it in the chat. Blue, if you're not into her, then leave her. Okay? If you're not into her, then leave her. Okay? And it's another person, DJ Academics, that then came out and was talking about how stupid Nevaeh is. And he proceeds to say that he's jealous of Blueface because he wished that he had a stupid girl like that. He thinks that Nevaeh is stupid, and it's from generations. He thinks that this girl has stupid dumbness from generations. Everybody is talking about Nevaeh right now. Everybody. And I just want to know what is going to happen next. What is going to happen next when you come out of that hospital? What is going to happen next? I just want to know, y'all, because I honestly feel like Chrisean is bound to come to that door any motherfucking times if Chrisean didn't go back to Baltimore. All right? If Chrisean is still in California, she will be at Blue's door. Okay? She's going to be at Blueface's door. And you ain't going to have no choice but to fight her. I'm not saying that Nevaeh can't fight, because I don't know if Nevaeh could fight or not. But what I'm trying to say is Nevaeh needs to keep her head on a swivel, because Chrisean and her sisters and a lot of people, they ain't playing about that shit. Like, you could say whatever you want to say about Chrisean, but leave the baby alone. Leave Chrisean Jr. out of it. And I totally agree with that shit, because Chrisean Jr., that's a touchy fucking subject. You know, that's a very touchy subject, okay? And I feel like Nevaeh crossed a couple of lines by doing that shit. It's only so much. You could talk about the mother, but not the child. So I feel like whatever's coming to Nevaeh is due. And I just feel like she better be 100% sure that that's Blueface's kid. Because if not, oh my God.